case of weighted average. I don't know. It's like about like the people. I don't know whether they can give you the slides or not. I will try to explain the initial shortcut method as well. One question I'll explain, and then I might start with the other things. So yes. So guys, so let's begin. So it's already 5 minutes. So the first thing we'll start with, we'll start with some questions based on average, obviously. So then in between, we will do that particular one example also. So let's begin, guys. It's already 7:05. So yes. So you can see this is a picture of a family. So yes, so our next question is basically based on a family. And let's see what is the question based on it. So you can see there are two people, husband, wife, and the two children. So it's a very happy family. And let's see the question, what is with this? Yes, so now this is the question. And solve this question. After this, I'll give you one example of the previous sessions method also. So that also we will do, the shortcut of the addition wala cases mein. So please solve this question. Please solve this, all of you guys. The average age of husband and wife was 25 years. 5 years ago, the average age of husband, wife, and two children who were born during this interval is 16. Then what is the age of each children? All the ages are distinct and integer. So yes, guys, please start solving this question. We will start solving this question. Then I'll give you one example in this slide also. Then we'll get accordingly. All of you guys, what is the solution for this question? Give it a try. Good evening, all. Yes. Take a minute or more. So try to solve this question. The question is average age of a husband and wife. So let's explain this question, all of you guys. So the question is yes, you got the answer 1, 3, you're perfectly, yes, that might be the answer. So the first thing you need to understand, the average age of a husband and wife was 25 years, 5 years ago, right? So what does it mean? 5 years ago, husband plus wife by 2 is equal to 25. Because the average is husband plus wife by 2, right? That is 25. Now what is now? Now is 25 plus 5, because 5 years before it was 25. So now it has to be 25 plus 5. 5 years after it has to be 25 plus 10. Yes? Am I clear? So husband plus wife upon 2 is 25 plus 5. So what is husband plus wife? Husband plus wife is basically nothing but 60. So now the sum of the age of husband plus wife is 60. Is it clear? That's the first thing, yes. The second one is husband, wife plus children 1 plus child 2. The average of this thing is basically 16. What is the average? 16. Now what is the sum of this thing? That by 4, by 4 is 16. So this is 4. Now what is husband plus wife plus children 1 plus children 2 is basically 16 into 4, which is 64. And I know what is the value of husband plus wife is 60. So 60 plus C1 plus C2 is equal to 64. So what is C1 plus C2? C1 plus C2 is nothing but 4. Now if the age of two children is 4, so what is the possibility? The possibility is either it is 1, 3 or it is 2, 2. Am I clear? But 2, 2 is not possible. Why? Because it is given the ages are distinct and integer. So 2, 2 is not possible. So your only answer is 1 and 3. Am I clear? Some people might have told why not? The answer is 4, 0. The person, one child has just born and one has the age 4 years. So 4, 0 is not possible because we cannot take age as 0 in general. We take age as 1. So distinct and integer, that's why it is 1. And you can also not tell एक लड़का है जो 1 साल बाद पैदा होने वाला है, उसका age -1 है and ये 5 साल है, तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. That's why the age is always distinct and integer. So that's why it is 3 and 1. So 0 नहीं होगा. Yes, it is not possible कि तुम अभी पैदा हुए and your age is 0. So we do not consider the age as 0. Am I clear? So this is how you solve this type of question. Very simple question, but it's just the use of average mostly. Yes. And ऐसे भी नहीं हो सकता हाँ मुझे पता है 1 साल बाद पैदा होगा, so the age is -1 right now. तो ये भी नहीं हो सकता, right? So this is the case. Now I'm giving you one example of the previous class question also. Yes, I can repeat the question also. Just see, 5 years before the average age is 25. So what is the average age now? 30. So average is 30 मतलब क्या है? Husband plus wife by 2 is 30. So what is husband plus wife? 60. I'm multiplying it here. Now husband, wife, child 1, child 2, इसका average क्या है? 16. Because यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है 16. So by 4 is 16. I get husband plus wife, C1 plus C2 is 64. Now I know husband plus wife is 60. So I replace this thing by 60. So 60 plus C1 plus C2 is 64. So C1 plus C2 is 4. So if C1 plus C2 is 4, so the answer is 1 and 3. And it cannot be 2.5 because it is said integer. 2.5 कब से integer होने लगा? So that's why the answer is not even 2.5 or something any integer. So only one possibility is there, that is 3 and 1. Am I clear? So now I'm giving you another example of the yesterday's class. So the addition. So some people told me to make it understand by 4 because there are 4 people. So if there are 4 people, that has to be by 4, na? This is exactly हम दो हमारे दो. So exactly. So that's why it is by 4. Shruti. Because 4 लोग हैं, तो अब average करने क्या by 4 करना है. So next is I'm giving you now example of the previous things. So let's say there is a team of 11 people. So a cricket team है जहाँ पे 11 लोग हैं, उसका average age है 20. When the coach joined, the average, this is average, the average is increased by 2 years. Now the question is, what is the age of the coach? Am I clear? the team of 11 people, it's a cricket team, uska average age is 20. When coach joined the group, the average age increased by 2 years. Now the question is, what is the age of the coach? To solve this type of question, I have told you what is the shortcut. The shortcut is first write the initial average. What is the initial average? That is 20. 20 is initial average. Please understand everyone. 20 is the initial average. Plus increase कितना हुआ? What is the increase? That is 2. So what is 2? Is basically the increase. अगर decrease हुआ तो minus होगा, increase हुआ तो plus होगा. और अभी कितना लोग हैं? पहले 11 था, coach add हो गया, तो total कितना लोग हो गया? 12 हो गया. So 2 into 12. What is 12? Is the number of people now. Number of people अभी कितना है? Clear है? तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? Coach का age, which is 44. So that is the shortcut. I hope all of you have understood this. Am I clear? All of you guys, जिसको भी ये था problem था, I hope you have understood this. When more than one person join the group, then you can find the average from it. Once again, Naman, just check once. This is the last time I'm telling this. Just check once. First क्या हुआ था? 11 people का average था 20. Coach join किया, average 2 साल बढ़ गया. Right? 2 years is increased the average. So what is the age of coach? Is a shortcut here. First write the initial average. What is the initial average? That is 20. Now what is the increase? Increase in 2 years. And what is the number of people now? 12. So 20 plus 2 into 12 is 44. So this is the same kind of example we can have, but we have already done this kind of question in the previous class, so I'm not going too much in it. So if I'm just giving you one example, in this case अगर ये ऐसे होता, अगर let's say ये -1 हो गया, क्या जब coach join किया तो the average is decreased by 1, तो उस केस में क्या होता? The answer is 20 minus 1 into 12 is 8. So अगर decrease होता जब 1 तो क्या हो जाता? 20 minus 1 into 12 is 8. Am I clear? Clear है? So you cannot do this question in this one. You cannot. This is a completely different question. So you need to understand what kind of shortcut you can use and where, right? So let's go for the next question, guys. Let's make it faster now, right? So make it faster, all of you guys. So next question is this. Try to solve this question. It's based on it's a typical average question, and it is also a use of ratio. So you have already done ratio. It is basically ratio mixed with average. One left नहीं था वहाँ पे, वो left वाला question नहीं था. It is like one joined, but the average is decreased by 1. When this left वाला question we have done in the previous class, then in that case it is 10. So that case is something different. So we have not done that question. That question we have done in the previous class. Karthik. So this question like बढ़ गया या घट गया? The average is increasing, average is decreasing. In both cases the coach has joined. So no one is leaving in that particular question. So please for this question, guys, all of you. क्या होगा इसका answer? How many? This is the basic question which includes the concept of two things. Like one is average, one is ratio. You have already done ratio, so we are using now average with ratio. Please do the question, and we will start discussing this question once you solve. I'm giving you another 30-40 seconds, then we'll discuss this question. Please understand the question is scored more than 60%. 60% is here, it's not 50%. And technically the answer, I don't think so, it is 1, I guess. Let's discuss this question. Again, I will solve this question in 2 methods. The answer must be 1, I hope. We can solve this question in 2 methods. Please understand the methods, right? There are 2 ways we can solve this question. Okay? Please understand carefully. Very technical question, and it is a PYQ, previous year CAT question. It is PYQ, previous year CAT. Okay? Now, how to solve this question? Think about 48756, right? And a student scored in 5 papers in the ratio this. All papers have equal maximum marks. मतलब सब paper का maximum marks same है. क्या है? सब paper का maximum mark is same, right? And उसका ratio of the score is 48756. Overall, he scored how much? 50%. And the question is in how many subjects he scored more than 60%. So these are the main things. It is 5 papers. All papers have equal maximum marks. The ratio is this, and he scored an aggregate of 50%. But in the question is in how many subjects he scored, or the papers did he score more than 60%. So that is the question. Now first I'll do it in a shortcut, then I'll use the long process also. So please understand this question very carefully. Now 48756 can be written as also 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As because it is ratio, I can rearrange it. Am I clear? I can rearrange it. I can rearrange 48756 as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it understood? Is it understood, all of you? So 48756 can be rearranged as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? Now if it is clear, so what is the average? I have told you in case of equidistant numbers, the average is the middle term 6. So if 6 is the average, I can say 6 is equivalent to 50%. Am I clear? If 6 is the average, I can say 6 is equivalent to 50%. Carefully understand this thing. 6 is equivalent to 50%. Now if 6 is equivalent to 50%, so 5 is less than 50%, 4 is less than 50%, and 6 itself is also less than 60%. So these 3 things is automatically less than 60%. Am I clear? Is it fine? So 4 is less than 60, 5 is less than 60, 6 is less than 60, because 6 is equivalent to 50%. Now check about 7. If 6 is equivalent to 50%, 7 is equivalent to 50 into 7 upon 6, which is 350 upon 6, and which is less than 60%. Because 60 is basically 360 upon 6. Why 6 is equivalent to 50%? Because उसका average कितना मिला? Total of 50% ना? तो उसका average score is 50%. The average score is 50%. That's why 6 is also the average, and this 50% is also the average. Do you understand me? If I'm saying your score in class 12 is 92%, that means your average score is 92%. And as because 6 is also average, so 6 is equivalent to 50%. Am I clear? Is it clear? Please understand it very carefully, because this is the very fastest way to solve this question. 350 by 6, how? Because 6 is 50%. So let me explain you. If 6 is equivalent to 50%, so 1 is equivalent to 50 upon 6, and 7 is equivalent to 50 into 7 upon 6. Am I clear? Is it fine? Clear है? Now the next is what is, so it is less than 60%, तो 7 में भी नहीं होगा. So check about 8. So 8 is equivalent to 50 into 8 upon 6, which is 400 upon 6, and 400 upon 6 is more than 60%. So only in one subject he scored more than 60%. Now tell me where you have doubts. So I am trying to make everything very easy and very fast. ठीक है? So now think about it. Like let's say if I say, सोचो एक बात, normally सोचो, ठीक है? Now think is very normally. Why 6 is 50%? Please understand this. क्यों 6 50% है? सोचो, तुम्हारा 3 पेपर में तुम्हारा स्कोर था 40, 50 और 60. ठीक है? तीनों का मैक्सिमम मार्क है 100, 100 and 100. ठीक है? Am I clear? Yes, that's what I'm explaining. तो 4, 40, 50, 60 तुम्हारा 3 पेपर में मार्क्स मिला, है ना? तो अभी टोटल तुम्हारा कितना होगा, कितना परसेंट स्कोर हुआ तुम्हारा? दैट इज 40 प्लस 50 प्लस 60 डिवाइडेड बाय कितना होगा? 40, 50, 60 डिवाइडेड बाय 300 into 100. दैट इज योर क्या ओवरऑल परसेंटेज? येस और नो? 40 plus 50 plus 60 upon 300. 300 is the total score into 100 is your total overall percentage, that is 50%. Am I clear? Now देखो ये 50% क्या है? इसका एवरेज भी है ना? 40, 50, 60 का एवरेज कितना है? 50 है. Now this 50 and this 50 same. So that's why we equivalent make this thing. So that's why we make 6 is equivalent to 50%. Am I clear? Am I clear guys? Am I clear? सेम आएगा. So this just understand this example. 40, 50, 60 इसका एवरेज अगर तुम करोगे क्या आता है? 50 होता है. And अगर इसको टोटल भी करते हो 40 plus 50 plus 60 upon 300 into 100 वो भी कितना आता है? 50% ही आता है. 100 लेके भी सेम आएगा. I'm just giving you a better way of understanding this kind of question. अभी अगर मैं यही बोलता ये चीज 4:5:6 में है तो मैं बोल सकता था 5 is equivalent to 50%. हाँ या ना? अगर ये 40, 50, 60 की जगह में अगर मैं बोलता ये 4:5:6 रेशियो में है, so I can say 5 is equivalent to 50%. ये 5 is equivalent to 50%, 6 is equivalent to 60%, and 4 is equivalent to 40%. Am I clear? Do you understand? So this is a very simple methods I'm trying to use so that can give you a lot more advantage while solving a question. Am I clear, guys? All of you, I'm giving you time just to make you understand. Just you guys should understand like how I am solving. It is very important to understand how I am solving. Is it fine? Is it fine? I have repeated already. So the same thing. So I will give you the easier, like the normal method also. Don't worry. So पहले ये समझ लो अगर ये 40, 50, 60 है और तीनों का हाईएस्ट नंबर 100 है मैक्सिमम मार्क्स, तो ये कितना होता है? 50%. This 50% is same as 50. That is the average. अभी अगर मैं 40, 50, 60 की जगह में बोलता 4:5:6, so this 5 is equivalent to कितना हो गया? 50%, no? Am I clear? Am I clear, guys? So the next case we will discuss like if it I'm doing it normally. अगर ये 4 होता है, अच्छा क्वेश्चन किया है. अगर ये 4, 5, 6, 7 होता तो मेरा एवरेज हो जाता 5.5 and 5.5 would have been equal to 50%. Am I clear? जो एवरेज होगा वो तुम्हारा टोटल परसेंटेज के साथ हमेशा इक्वल होता है. जो एवरेज है 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 का एवरेज is 6. Yes, so that's what I have done. 6 is equivalent to 50%. Now let me explain this question like in other way, like general way. So I hope this process you have understood. Next is like the easier, simpler, like the simple to understand, like the broad process. ठीक है? सोचो 5 सब्जेक्ट का टोटल स्कोर 100 है. ये तो सबको समझ आ जाएगा. 100 and 100. ये 5 पेपर का टोटल स्कोर है 500. Am I clear? ठीक है? अगर टोटल स्कोर 500 है तो 500 में उसको कितना मिला? 500 का उसको 50% स्कोर मिला बिकॉज इस टोटल इक्वल कितना मिला? टोटल ऑफ 50% मिला. तो 500 का 50% कितना होगा? 500 into 50 upon 100 which is basically 250. So 250 is the total score the student has got. Am I clear? So 250 क्या है? टोटल स्कोर है. परफेक्ट है. अब ये 250 किस में डिवाइड होगा? 4:8:7:5:6 में. यस और नो? 4:8:7:5:6 में डिवाइड होगा. तो हाउ वी कैन डिवाइड 250? यू हैव डन ऑलरेडी द रेशियो. तो पहले क्या होगा? फॉर दिस पार्ट, फॉर द पार्ट 4, लेट्स से ये है 8, 4, 8, 7, 5, 6. तो 4 के लिए कितना होगा? 250 into 4 upon 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6. Am I clear? So ये कितना हो जाएगा? 250 into 4 upon 30. ठीक है? तो 250 तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? 0 0 कर दिया तो ये हो गया 100/3, so it is 33.33. तो इसमें उसको नहीं मिला. 8 में क्या हो जाएगा? 250 into 8 upon 30. 30 कहाँ से आया? यहाँ से आया 30. तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? 66.67. तो इसमें उसको मिला मोर देन 60%. 7 के केस में क्या हो जाएगा? 250 into 7 upon 30. तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? ये 3 करके इट इज 175/3 which is same as 58.33%. तो इसमें भी नहीं मिला. तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? 250 into 5/30 which is 1/6. तो 0 0 चला गया 125/3. तो इसमें भी नहीं होगा, इसमें भी नहीं होगा. You can check this with all these numbers. अगर मेरा टोटल स्कोर 500 है, अगर टोटल स्कोर 500 है, टोटल स्कोर कितना है? 500 है और मुझे मिला है 50%, तो मुझे टोटल कितना मिला? 250. तुम्हारा स्लेट से क्लास 12 का तुम्हारा टोटल स्कोर था 800, उसमें तुम्हें मिला है 50%, तो तुम्हें कितना मिला? 800 का आधा 400. अगर तुम्हारा टोटल स्कोर 500 है and you have got 50% of the total score, तो your answer is 50/100 into 500 which is 250. This one is not the better method, trust me. Why this one is not the better method? Why? Because this will take more time. The previous method is faster. It's a very fast method, so you should focus on the previous method because whenever you're doing the previous method, so the major thing it's like you can solve it in a very lesser step and you don't need to solve all of this kind of like calculation. You can remove all the calculation in the previous step. That's why the previous one is a faster and it's a more logical way of solving question. The average is 60%, then if the average is 60%, then 6 will be 60%. You are correct. If the average is 60%, then the average 6 will be 60%. I have to explain it in English only, bro. So what I have done, I have taken 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. 5 subjects have total maximum marks. Now the ratio is 4, 8, 7, 5, 6. And I know you cannot use aviation here. You can, but it's a much more like a complicated. But 4, 8, 7, 5, 6, and I also know he scored a total of 50%. What is 50% of 500? The 50% of 500 is 250, and this 250 score is divided in this ratio. So 250 score is basically divided in this ratio. Am I clear? This 250 score is basically divided in this ratio. Now, if 250 is divided in ratio, in the first case, what he got? 250 into 4 upon 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6. It's a ratio concept. I hope you understand this. So what is it? 33.33. And in this way, you can find for everything, and you can see only in the case of 8, he scored 66.67%. Is it fine? Remember, what is the remember? What you need to remember from this? The overall aggregate percentage is basically the average also. The average is basically the overall aggregate percentage. If I'm saying like in class 12 you scored 92%, that means your average is 92% also, and your overall aggregate score is also 92%. Am I clear? All of you guys, this is you have to remember. That's it. So I hope I have made you understand. There is another way you can solve this question, which is just by using algebra also. So what is it? This thing I can write. The score is basically 4x plus 8x plus 7x plus 5x plus 6x is equal to how much? That is, let's say the total score is 100 into 5, which is 500. And he scored kitna hai? 500 ka 50%. And 500's 50% is 500 into half, which is 250. So you can equate it with 250, and you can find what is 4x, what is 8x, what is 7x, 5x, and 6x. In that way also you can solve this question. Yes, so these are 3 methods you can solve this question, right? So I'm trying to make you understand like how you can solve a particular question. 500 we have assumed. We assume that is 500. It is the assumption. We have taken like each subject has 100 maximum marks, each paper has. That's why we use this. Am I clear? So let's go for the next question. I hope I have made you understand in too many ways. Yes, we can go ahead, obviously. So the next question. Please do the question. This is an actual very good average question. Please go through it, and I will answer your questions in between. Those who have done it, please solve this question. Otherwise, I am with you with the other questions. Some people are asking the question. You can ask me the previous question also. I'll try to repeat in the end of the class, yes, the shortcut one. In the last method, it is obviously it will be the 8x will be the more than 60%, yes. एक ही आएगा क्योंकि yes. We can use the previous method for any question. It is about 50%. There is no question of 50% and all. Just you need to remember the average percent, the average score is also like the aggregate percentage. This is same. This is equivalent. That you need to remember. That's it. If you have time, yes, you can do the last method also. But what you need to do, like what I generally do not prefer a lot to use X to solve a question. So I generally try to do every question by logic, because logic gives you a lesser time, and X comes very easily with you, right? Because you have done, like since you started learning algebra, you have done all the questions using X. But in this case, like, and this kind of method where we are assuming values, you can take something which is not exactly there. So this kind of method is new. So you have to practice this method to make it like easy for you. It's not always 50%. The question has given you, he has got an aggregate of 50%. That's why the average is 50%. If the question has been given, like he got an aggregate of 60%, then the average should have been 60%. Please do this question. This question is a very good question. Please solve this question. Then we will discuss. से नहीं हुआ तो जनरल एवरेज निकालना पड़ेगा तुम्हें. जैसे 4, 5, 7, 8 अगर होता तो you have to do it like the general average. So I was basically fasting, so like that's why I'm having a little bit of things in between. It's cashew. Yes, Kushum, tell me. अगर equidistant नहीं हुआ तो Rimjim, what you need to do? You need to do the general average. Like you need to do the deviation method to find the average. Then you can equate it also. Shall we do the question? Thanks, guys. Shall we do the question? So yes, this is a very good question. This is a very good question. So I think I better like I'm giving you another 30 seconds, then we can start discussing this question. ठीक है? बहुत अच्छा question है ये. It's the same question. It's written in this way. Zero तो नहीं आएगा. Yes, Ramadan. Yes. So let's discuss this question, guys. Do not solve it now. Please focus how I am solving this question. This question can be solved in one line, in 2-3 lines also. This question can be solved in a bigger way also. It was a PY2, again previous year question. So please understand this question carefully. First, please understand every step what I'm going to do. So I will do it in a general method. I will also do it in a shortcut also. ठीक है? So पहले देखो यहाँ पे first read the question. In a class consisting of 2 sections, the average weight of student is 45. ठीक है? 2 sections है and the section is B and A, right? So 2 section है तो class का average क्या है? So first write down what is it given. So class का average कितना है? 45. ठीक है? 2 section है, section A है and section B है, ठीक है? And each section has 50 students. तो A में कितने बच्चे हैं? 50. B में भी कितना बच्चा है? 50. So I'm just writing what it is given. And now it is said like the average of B is 1 more than A. So B average is basically 1 more than A average, right? This is given. And then it has been said like Deepak, the heaviest student of section B, is moved to section A, and Poonam, the lightest student of section A, is moved to section B. Then the average weight of 2 sections get interchanged. What does it mean? Like it means the average weight of A becomes B, the average weight of B becomes A, right? Then it is also said, what is the weight of Poonam? But this thing, if movement of Deepak from section B to A without moving Poonam makes the average weight of both sections is equal. So if only Deepak is moving from B to A, then the average of section A is same as average of section B. So this is given, right? All of you have understood the question. Richa, might be the answer might be 20. Yes, you are correct, I guess. Absolutely correct, I guess. So excellent job. So first step. Now think about it. The B's average is 1 more than A's average. Now I'm trying to solve this question. Now see how I'm solving. Okay? From section, I will repeat the entire thing, so don't worry. I will. The first thing is that they said like if Deepak is moved from section B to A and Poonam moved from section A to B, then the average weight of 2 sections got interchanged. That means A's average weight become B's average weight, B's average weight become A's average weight. And the second thing is also given, like if only Deepak is moved from section B to A, not Poonam, Poonam is there in section A only, then the average weight of section A and B will be equal. Clear? Now first, A and B. It has 50 students, and the overall average is 45. And I know A's average is 1 less than B's average, so the average of A has to be 44.5 and the average of B has to be 55.5. Am I clear? Because अगर ये same इसका weight है तो इसमें क्या होता है? ये आधा कम होगा, ये आधा ज़्यादा होगा. One is 44.5, another one is 45.5. Am I clear? First thing. So the average weight of section A is 44.5, the average weight for section B is 45.5. Clear? Because it is given how? Because think about it, it's like I'm giving you, if you don't understand, like because the difference is 1, so if the average is 45, B is half more than this and A is half less than this, because the difference has to be 1. And if you're not understanding it is how, I'm giving you another method. So what is it given? A plus B by 2 is equal to 45. So what is A plus B? Because average is 45, so A plus B is 90, and B minus A is basically 1. So if you solve this thing question, so A cancelled out, so B will become how much? 90 plus 1 by 2, which is 45.5. And if B is 45.5, A is 44.5. In this way also you can solve this question. In this way, but I am making it slow because you should understand everything, Rohit. So this is like the very important thing. So that's why I'm making it slow and I try to make everyone understands everything. So 44.5 and 45.5. Clear? Next is, the B is 1 kg more. So the next thing is, think about this segment only. If movement of Deepak from section B to section A without moving Poonam makes the average weight of both sections equal. That means if Deepak is going from this to this, only Deepak, I'm going for only Deepak. If Deepak is moving from this portion to this portion, the average weight of section A and B will be equal, and if they are equal, then the average weight has to be 45, because the class average is 45. Am I clear? Am I clear? बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, so please guys do not be like impatient. So अगर सिर्फ दीपक यहाँ से यहाँ पे जाते हैं तो दोनों का एवरेज वेट क्या हो जाएगा? 45. क्लियर है? Now think about it, what is the weight of दीपक? अभी इनिशियली इसमें कितना, सेक्शन ए का एवरेज वेट कितना था? 44.5, और दीपक जाने के लिए इसमें कितना इंक्रीज हो गया? 0.5. हाँ या ना? जब दीपक सेक्शन ए में नहीं था तो ये 44.5 था. यस, जब दीपक चला गया तो क्या हो गया? इसका एवरेज वेट इज 45 हो गया. So Deepak, so as because Deepak is entering to section A only, the average age is increased by 0.5. So what is the age of Deepak? What is the weight of Deepak? That is 44.5. That is the initial average plus 0.5. And what is the number of people in section A now? 51 into 51. In the second segment, only Deepak is moving. Guys, please understand the second segment. In the second segment, only Deepak is moving. Only Deepak is moving on the second statement. Am I clear? So if Deepak is moving from section B to section A, the average weight of section A becomes 45. So initially it was 44.5, now it is 45. What is the increment? Increment is 0.5. So Deepak's weight क्या है? This one. So this is basically 70. So Deepak's weight कितना हो गया? 70. एक ही लाइन में. Am I clear? Is it fine? Because सिर्फ दीपक का मूवमेंट हुआ तो 70 हो गया. Now what is it given? Like अभी जब दोनों exchange होता है, ठीक है? So I'm giving you the second thing. So again A था और B था. अभी फिर से A का था 44.5 और B का था 45.5. Now when Deepak is coming here and Poonam is going there, then the average weight becomes 45.5 and it is 44.5. In the previous sentence, the average weight gets interchanged. The average weight gets interchanged. I will repeat it again. First to understand it once, then I'll repeat it again. It's a very good question. So when Deepak goes here and Poonam goes there, then the average weight gets interchanged. Am I clear? This is the application of the yesterday shortcut, okay? सो अगर 44.5 हो गया या 45.5 हो गया एवरेज, ये 45 क्यों हुआ था? बिकॉज अगर दोनों का एवरेज सेम होगा, इट हैज टू बी व्हाट, इट हैज टू बी द सेम थिंग गाइस। तो उसका बीच में एक ही वैल्यू 45, इसमें एक आ गया, तो इसका मतलब अगर दोनों का सेम हो गया तो इसका भी जो होगा उसका भी वही होगा, सो इट हैज टू बी 45, ठीक है, बिकॉज दैट्स द एवरेज ऑफ द एंटायर सेक्शन, तो वो चेंज नहीं हो सकता है। सो नाउ क्या हुआ, अभी क्या मैं बोल सकता हूँ दीपक के लिए यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, सेक्शन ए, जस्ट थिंक अबाउट सेक्शन ए, दीपक एंट्री किया और पूनम चली गई। सेक्शन ए में क्या हुआ, दीपक का एंट्री हुआ, दीपक हैज एंटर्ड सेक्शन ए एंड पूनम लेफ्ट सेक्शन ए। फॉर दैट रीजन सेक्शन एज एवरेज वेट हैज इंक्रीज बाय हाउ मच, 1 kg, बिकॉज 44.5 था, ये कितना बढ़ गया, +1 बढ़ गया। इफ द एवरेज इज इंक्रीज बाय 1, सो द सम इज इंक्रीज बाय 1 into 50, सो दीपक माइनस पूनम कितना हो गया, 50, एंड आई नो दीपक इज 70, सो 70 minus पूनम इज 50, सो व्हाट इज पूनम, पूनम इज 20। You can solve this in a one liner also, like 2-3 lines you can solve this question if you understand it. 0.5 because both are basically getting the same value. So here 44.5 was there and 45.5 is there. If they are getting the same value, so it has to converge to 45 because that is the common value and the entire class's average is also 45. Please understand that thing also. What is the average of the total class? It is 45. If they are getting same, then the average has to be 45. I will repeat it again. Don't worry. I will repeat this question again. I will repeat it again. All of you guys. So So think about it again. So I'm giving you this is now it's a better like here. So I hope you understood one thing. The first thing is there like the class average is 45. So A is 44.5 and B is 45.5. Is it understood, guys? Am I clear in this? Yes, you can get the Deepak's weight is from class B's point of view also. I'm explaining it again. I am explaining it twice. So please understand it. So A is 44.5, B is 45.5, right? When Deepak is joining here, when Deepak is joining section A, the average weight becomes 45. Why 45? Because the class's average weight is also 45. That's why it is 45. You will get this approach by just by doing like more practice, nothing else. So think about it. So 45. So Deepak's age is basically the previous average 44.5 increased by 0.5 into number of people in section A में कितना हो गया 51. So into 51. So that is the Deepak's age which is 44.5 plus that is 25.5 which is 70. 70 is the Deepak's age. That is the age of Deepak. That is the first thing we have got. Clear, all of you? Next, what is happening? So think about section A and B again. So when A and B is there, so this is 44.5, this is 45.5. Now Deepak is coming here. And Poonam is going there, right? तो उसमें क्या हुआ, इसका एवरेज वेट हो गया 45.5, इसका एवरेज वेट हो गया 44.5, ठीक है? Now think about it. Initially A का टोटल वेट कितना था? Initially A का टोटल वेट था 44.5 into 50, yes or no? Initially the total weight of section A is 44.5 into 50. फिर दीपक आ गया यहाँ पे और पूनम चली गई, हाँ है ना? अभी सेक्शन A का टोटल वेट कितना है? 44.5 into 50 प्लस दीपक माइनस पूनम. Clear? Next is this has to be equal to 45.5. Abhi, what is the average of section A? 45.5. That is 45.5 into 50. Now, if you solve this thing, you will get D minus P is equal to 20. And if you get D minus P is 20, so D minus P, I'm sorry, is equal to 50. So P has to be 70 minus 50, which is 20. So this is the thing. So am I clear? Am I clear? Is it fine? ये 0.5 आया because 44.5 से ये 45 हुआ ना. So what is the increment? The increment is last step, please. Okay. The last step मैं फिर से कर रहा हूँ, देख लो अच्छा से. देखो यहाँ पे देखो, इनिशियली क्या था 44.5 into 50 था टोटल, फिर कौन आया, दीपक आया, फिर पूनम चली गई, तो अभी टोटल इज कितना हो गया 45.5 into 50. अभी इसको सॉल्व करो, you'll get your answer. Please solve this question like last line. I hope this is clear. Last line I have repeated here 44.5 into 50 is the total weight plus Deepak minus Poonam plus Deepak आ गया, Deepak has come and Poonam left. So abhi what is the average now? The average is 45.5. Now what is the total weight? 45.5 into 50. So these two has to be equal. How did I bring 51? When only Deepak is moving from this to this section, then the number of people of section A will be 51, no? If only Deepak is moving from section B to section A, so what is the number of people in section A? 51. Only Deepak. This is the easiest method. There is other method is there, but this is much more complicated. So you have to make all these things very simple and last step nahi samajh aaya. So I'll give you the last step again. Wait. So I'm taking this time for this question just because you should understand. This is the last way. Otherwise, I think you should do it with this. So just understand this step, last wala step. So 44.5 was A's average, right? So A's average is 44.5. So what is A's total weight into 50? That is A's total weight. Clear? Now who come? Deepak has come in this section and Poonam left. Now what is the average of section A? It has changed with B. So now the average is 45.5. So what is the total into 50? This is the step. Am I clear? Now if you solve this question, so this will become D minus P is equal to 45.5 into 45.5 into 50 minus 44.5 into 50. So if you solve this, it will become 50. And if you solve again this thing, so Deepak minus Poonam is 50. So what is Deepak? 70. So 70 minus Poonam is equal to 50. So Poonam is basically 20. This is the entire solution. Am I clear? I hope you have understood it perfectly, I guess. So let's go for the next one. I hope this is fine. So this was a CAT question. And please understand this question. And yes, you can solve this question. And please understand this is a very good question. You should practice this question again and again so you can get it very easily to solve this type of question. So let's go for the next question, guys. So the next question is based on, obviously, weighted average. So we have done mostly in the average. So next is basically based on weighted average. So what is weighted average? Now don't think about this like white letters. Okay? Don't think about these white letters. Think about something. Just think about this. I give you one very simple example to just make you understand what is weighted average. In case of weighted average, think about you have this kind of values: 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, and 5. You have these values. So how you find the average of this thing? So you have this all observations like 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5. So what is the average of this? How you do this thing? So this thing you have to do what? You can add all these things. So I can basically add everything here. So this is 3 5s are 15, 15 and 8. 15 and 8 is 23 and 2 is 25. So the average should be here. The average should be 25 is the sum. Upon how many terms are there? 1, 2, 4, 2, 6, 6, 3, 9. So this is the average. Am I clear? So average has to be 25 upon 9. Clear? All of you? Fair enough? 25 upon 9. Why it is 25 upon 9? Because I'm just adding all the things, right? Now how I introduce weighted average? Think about it. Here 1 occurs how many times? Twice. 2 occurs 4 times. And 5 occurs thrice. Now to understand this thing much more easily, I also can write the same thing as 1, like the value of let's say x is 1, 2, and 3. These are only 1, 2, and 5. So the values are basically 1, 2, and 5. Only these 3 values are we have in general. And if we have in these 3 values, and what is the frequency? Frequency is same as the weight. How many times 1 occurs? 1 occurs 2 times. How many times 2 occurs? 4 times. How many times 5 occurs? 3 times. Am I clear? So I can write it like this way. The same thing can be represented like this. Am I clear? The same thing can be represented like this. Yes or no? Now if whatever I'm adding it like this way, I also can add it like this. 1 occurs twice, so that is 1 into 2. 2 occurs 4 times, that is 2 into 4. 5 occurs 3 times, that is 5 into 3. And what is the total number of frequency? Total number of objects here, that is 2 plus 4 plus 3. And this is nothing but the weighted average. Am I clear? So this is the concept of weighted average. This is just this. Am I clear, guys? All of you? So what I did, I have 1 twice, so 1 into 2. I have 2 4 times, 2 into 4. I have 5 3 times, 5 into 3. What is the total number of observation? That is 2 plus 4 plus 3. So this is the concept of weighted average, nothing else. So this is all the formula for this. Now think about it. Write it as x1, this is x2, this is x3. And this is f1, this is f2, this is f3. So what is the formula becomes? That is x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus x3 f3 upon f1 plus f2 plus f3. And is not it same as like this? Just a modified form of average. You're absolutely clear. Like, yes. Yes, Bunny brother. That's the modified version. This is same as average. Why we call it weighted average? Because one value has multiple times occurring. When it is multiple times occurring, so that becomes its weight. That becomes its frequency. Nothing else. So this is what is weighted average. And that is the formula. So this formula is nothing but just I'm using this thing in that method. Am I clear, guys? All of you? So the weight is basically kitna bhari hai ye. So kitna bhari matlab usko kitna frequency hai. So that is the meaning of the weight. The frequency. 2 plus 4 plus 5 nahi hoga because 5 occurred kitna times? 3 times na. So that's why 2 plus 4 plus 3 hoga. 5 is the variable. And 3 is the number of times it occurred. I hope all of you guys, it is clear. तुम लोग अभी भी से 2 into 4 ये करो. Can we say d plus p? उसका कुछ अलग equation आ सकता है. That is perfectly fine. We need to see also that thing. So let's do some question based on this also. Let's think about this question. In a class, there are 2 sections A and B with respective strengths of 30 and 20. The average marks of section A and of section B are 50 and 60 respectively. Find the average marks of the students of section A and B together. What is the answer? Average weighted average में actually कोई difference नहीं है. Weighted average में हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We just include the average के साथ weights. We just include weights with average. Because average I have already shown you, average weighted average is basically same. When there is so many things are there, we use the weighted average. Just when like 5 occurs 3 times, 4 occurs 4 times, 2 occurs 5 times. So in this case only. So the same question, very simple question. That's why it's the basic of average. So the first thing you need to do, like let's say x1 and x2, तो A and B. तो A B का जो average है, so that is section A and section B. So first is like the average x1 and x2 obviously. So the values is there is 50 and 60. So the average marks of section A and B is 50 and 60. So this is 50, this is 60, right? And what is the number of people? The number of people is 30 in section A, that is frequency, and here, that is 20. So number of people in B is 20, number of people in A is 30. So what is the weighted average? The weighted average has to be 50 into 30 plus 60 into 20 upon 30 plus 20. And hence your answer is 54. Am I clear? Am I clear, guys? All of you? 54. Now there's too many things you need to understand here. Too many things. First thing, यहाँ पे क्या था 30 था, यहाँ पे 20 था. All of you guys have understood this, I hope, right? So if in case of 13 into 20, if we have 3 and 2, then also the average will be the same. That is 50 into 3 plus 60 into 2 upon 3 plus 2. Then also your average is 54. Am I clear? In case of 3, 2 के छोड़ के भी अगर यहाँ पे let's say 15 and 10 भी होता, then also the average would have been 54. Am I clear? We don't use deviation for the weighted average, so don't worry about it. We will use other methods, so don't worry, we will get. So that means what? The average is dependent on the ratio, not on the quantity. So the quantity can be anything. If the ratio is the same for two quantity, then the average has to be same. Am I clear? So if the ratio is same, average is same. So average is not dependent on quantity, average is dependent on the ratio of the quantity. So what I did, I have shown you 30-20 mein the average is 54. I have shown you 3-2 mein the average is 54. Then I claim in 15 and 10 also the average is the same thing, which is 54. That is my claim. Am I clear? That means if the ratio of the quantities are same, the average is always same. This is not a cat level, it's a basic question of weighted average, bro. It's not cat level. The cat level was the previous question, not this. Now I'm trying making you understand how to solve this type of question. So all of you guys have understood. This portion I keep it back in because I will come back here. I will come back here with another method. So just keep the portion here. Don't worry. Next question, how to solve this? The same type of question. So the answer has to be 56 here, right? Because 50 है 2:3 ratio में है. हाँ है ना? And I have told you if the ratio is the same, then if the ratio is same, then the average is same. हाँ है ना? So in this case क्या हो जाएगा ये? एकदम simple 50 into 2 plus 60 into 3 upon 2 plus 3. So your answer is 56. एकदम simple. Very simple. ठीक है? कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे. But why I'm doing it, I'll come it again. So why we are doing it? So let's come with another question, let's say. So I guess this thing you have understood, right? So next, just think about it. Let's say now I'm saying like A's average score is 50 and section B's average score is 60. Okay? What I've given, A's average score is 50 and section B's average score is 60. Now I have to mix these two things in such a ratio so that the average of A and B, will become 57. So now what is the ratio of the number of students of A and B? So the question is A has average 50 and B has average 60. And they are in the ratio of the students of A and B is X is to Y. And the overall average of A and B is 57. Now the question is what is the ratio of X to Y? So what is the answer for this, guys? What is the ratio of X to Y? Now how you can solve this type of question, right? There are so many ways to solve this type of question. The first method is what you can do, like we can use the weighted average. यहाँ पे अगर 50 है, so this is A, ये F1 है, ये F2 है, and ये X1 है, ये X2 है. So what is the formula for weighted average? That is 50x plus 60y upon x plus y is equal to 57. Am I clear? That is the formula for weighted average. Yes. Now if you solve this thing, we will get 50x plus 60y is equal to 57x plus 57y. Now if you solve this thing, you will get that is 3y is equal to 7x. Now what is x upon y? Now x upon y is 3 upon 7. Am I clear? This is the simplest method to solve this type of question, right? Now what else methods we are having? Now it is important. Now why we are going to use the alligation method also. Now please understand this also, like 50 and 60 is there, ठीक है? Now make it a much more, ये करता हूँ मैं थोड़ा जगह बनाता हूँ इसके लिए. I hope you have understood this thing perfectly. So make a little bit room for this. Now understand this method, the method of mixed alligation. 50 you write here and 60 you write here. So I am introducing weighted average with alligation also. So this is the cheaper quantity, this is cheap, and this is the dearer quantity, okay? So generally I write cheaper in left, I write dearer in the right. What is the average? The average is 57. That is what? The average. Now your first step is subtract average from dearer. Subtract average from dearer. 60 minus 57. Subtract the average from dearer. So you'll get 3 and write it below cheaper. And then subtract cheaper from average. 50 subtract cheaper from average. So 57 minus 50, that is 7, and write it below the dearer. So your answer is 3:7. That was your answer, yes or no? Am I clear? Is it fine? All of you guys clear hai? This is the method of mixed alligation. The left side I have written cheaper, the right side I have written dearer, the average is 57. This is the shortcut of solving this question. Please understand. So 50, 60 and the average is what? 57. Fair enough? So now what I did 60 minus 57. I subtract average from the dearer and write 3 here. Then I subtract cheaper from the average, that is 7, and write below the dearer. So this 3 and 7 is basically the ratio, 3:7. Is it fine, guys, all of you? So the entire thing can be solved in a very easy way. Let me give you another example so you can easily understand, ठीक है? तो मैं और एक example यहाँ पे दे रहा हूँ, एक ही जगह में दे रहा हूँ, so that it's easier for you to understand. Now think about it. Let's say you have 2 types of rice. One is rupeed, like one is basmati rice, which is 100 per kg. One is brown basmati, which is 200 per kg, let's say. So you have two types of rice. One is rupeed 100 per kg, another is rupees 200 per kg. Am I clear? Now you mix these two things in the ratio x is to y, so that you mix these two types of ratio in x is to y, so that your average price becomes 145. What is your average price? It becomes 145. Now the question is, what is x is to y? In what ratio did you mix these two types of rice? Okay, so one is basmati, one is, allegation is nothing but mixture. Don't confuse it. It is basically mixture. Just understand what I'm saying. Don't go for the methods, don't go for the names. Just understand it. This method is called method of mixed allegation, right? So 100 and 200 is two types of rices are there, and I mix in the ratio x is to y, so that the average becomes 145, right? So what is the ratio? So first you do 200 minus 145. So this is the dearer one, this is the cheaper one, this is the average one. So first subtract the average from dearer. So 200 minus 145 is 55, and right below the cheaper one. Second is subtract the cheaper from the average and right below the dearer one. So 145 minus 100 is 45, and right below here. So what is the ratio? 55 is to 45. Now simplify it, it will become 11 is to 9. Am I clear? Guys, it is 11 is to 9, not 9 is to 11. Is it fine? Guys, all of you. Is it fine, all of you guys? Folks, do you understand this? Is it clear? I will do that also, don't worry. इसलिए मैं वहाँ पे जगह छोड़ के रखा हूँ. I will do that also. Is it fine इतना तक? Everyone, shall we go back? ठीक है? So let's go for the previous one. Now think about this. तो यहाँ पे क्या था? First understand, when the average is given, what you can find the ratio. You cannot find the quantity, right? The first thing is, when the average is given, you can find the, when the average is given, you can find what? You can find the ratio, not the quantity. But the opposite is, when the ratio is given, obviously you can find the average, right? So in this question, what is it? The ratio has been given. So whether the question is whether you can find the average or not, right? Now just check this question, the actual question here. So now think about it. It's given 50 and 60. The values are given 50 and 60, and the average is given what? 2 is to 3. Am I clear? The ratio is given 2 is to 3, and it is given 50 and 60. Fair enough? Now I need to find what the average. So think about the average is x. Think about it, the average is x. So x is average. So what we do, 60 minus x. So we do generally, this is the dearer one, this is the cheaper one. So see, this we think will be 60 minus x. That is average, dearer minus average, that is 60 minus x below the cheaper. And average minus cheaper below the dearer. So that is x minus 50. So also I can write 60 minus x upon x minus 50 is equal to 2 upon 3. So if you solve this thing, you will get 180 minus 3x is equal to 2x minus 100. So x is basically, 2x minus 100, 2 by 3. Yeah. So 5x is basically, 3x is 5x, and that is 280. So what is x? The x is basically 56. In this way also you can solve this question. Is it clear? So in this way also you can solve this type of question. Fair enough? Now I am giving you a much more shorter method, and please remember this method, because this thing can solve this question in a second also. In a second you can solve this question. Now please check this method. It's not the same. First, the cheaper one. Write the cheaper one, then the dearer one. So what is the cheaper one? 50. What is the dearer one? 60. What is the ratio? 2 is to 3. This is given, right? What I need to find? The average. So do it like this way. First write the 50. Write 50. What is 50? The cheaper item. The cheaper item is 50. Fine. Write the cheaper item. Plus, what's the difference? That is 10. So 10 is basically the difference. So the difference is 10 into what is the proportion of the dearer quantity? Proportion of dearer quantity. Proportion क्या होता है? 3 upon 5. So इसका proportion क्या है? 2 upon 2 plus 3. इसका proportion क्या है? 3 upon 2 plus 3. Right? It is 3 upon 5. So proportion of the dearer quantity. Remember, proportion of the dearer quantity, and your answer is directly 56. That's it. Am I clear? All of you guys, please understand this method. Very important way to solve this question. The 3 items we will discuss. 3 items, in a lot of cases the answer cannot be determined also. Yes, I'll again explain it. So 50 and 60 is there. 3 items, please wait. We will explain 3 items also. Please wait. 50 and 60 is there. So what is the ratio? 2 is to 3. So the average is basically 50, like the cheaper quantity, plus the difference. What is the difference here? 10. Now 10 has to get in the ratio of 2 is to 3, and you need to take the dearer's proportion. So dearer is 3. So what is the proportion of dearer? Out of total, 3 upon 2 plus 3, that is 5. So 50 cheaper plus difference into dearer's proportion, it is 3 upon 5, which is 56. That's your answer. Am I clear? But this, like, it is easier for you guys if you think like you can do 15 to 2 plus 16 to 3 by 5. That is easier for this is a very easy value. If the value is like 37.5 and 42.5 and the ratio is 7 is to 10, this is not as easy as this. Trust me on this. Clear? So just use the same thing here also in this question. So what is it here? This is 50, 60, and it is 30 and 20, right? So the ratio is 3 is to 2. So what is the average? The average is the cheaper quantity 50 plus the difference 10 into 2 apply 2 plus 3. So your answer is 54. Simple. Am I clear? It is deviation. Exactly, it is deviation. I'm basically dividing the difference in this 2 ratio. So I'm using ratio to solve average. Am I clear? Clear, all of you guys? Fair enough? All of you? So the next thing we are going to discuss is much more in this. Yes, so let's think about it. Let's go for the next one. 30 and 20, the ratio of average mark. So think about this question. Let's check this question and tell me what is the answer. How to select cheaper? The cheaper one is basically which costs less. That is the cheaper. And the dearer is which costs more. That is the dearer. The shortcut is coming, like I'm dividing the difference in the ratio, and it is basically using the deviation to just divide the difference. So that's how the shortcut is basically coming. The cheaper is lower quantity. The value is lower, not the lower quantity. Like out of 50 and 60, if the price is 50 and 60, the cheaper is which is the lower value. The quantity is that is the ratio wala cheese. Yes, which is sasta. That is as simple as this. Even the strength is basically the frequency. So A and B are there. Now the frequency of A is 30 and the frequency of B is 20. Clear? So it is 30 and it is 20. It is the frequency. And the marks, which is X basically, is in the ratio 5:6. So the problem with this question, like the marks is basically 5:6 and the frequency is given 30 and 20. So the answer cannot be determined. Why? The cheaper one, which has the less value, the dearer one, which has the higher value. The answer is CBD. Why? Because the score is not given. Like what is his score? Agar iska score 50 and 60 hai, then the answer is basically 50 into 3 plus 60 into 2 upon 3 plus 2. Because 5:6 is the ratio of the score. Agar ye 25 and 30 hai, then the answer is 25 into 3 plus 30 into 2 by 3 plus 2. Yes or no? So the problem here is you do not have a particular value. You do not have a particular value. So that's why the answer is cannot be determined. Agar ratio iska hota, if the ratio of this thing is given and the marks is given in exact figure, then you can find the answer. But in this case, the ratio of the score is given, not the ratio of the number of people. That's why the answer is cannot be determined. Exactly, that's why the answer is CBD, cannot be determined. Am I clear? So please understand like what values are given and what case the ratio is given. So do not take like 30 and ulta. So here the major problem here, like some people just see like 30 and 20 and do 30 into 5 plus 20 into 6 by 5 plus 6. So that is not the case. So please understand what is given and what you are going to find. So that's why it is very, very important. Yes? So the next question again, so please do not get into the same kind of trap. So let's go for the next question. Now you guys are like saying about the three things. Here is your 3 things. 60, 50 and 40 students. Repeat. So just think about it, like the values are not given. Let's say I'm calling about, they have 2 sections. I'm just repeating it again. Please guys take the screenshot of this question, those who are doing it. And those who have not done it, I'm just going for the previous question. So in the previous question, it is basically the ratio of the marks given. But actually the marks exactly has to be given, right? Because if the ratio is given, I can say the marks is 50-60. I can say the marks is 25-30 also. But in this case, 2 cases, the answer will be much more different. So that's why the answer is CBD. Am I clear? Is it fine? What do you mean by quite humbling? Yes, weights are not given. The ratio, actually the weights are given, but the values of these things are not given. That's why it is not the answer. That's why you cannot find the answer. So next is 60, 50 and 40 students respectively. Average marks of the 3 groups of students is 60, 81 and 90. So in this case, how to solve this question is a very simple. This case, remember one this thing, you cannot do this question by directly mixed allocation method. Mixed allocation method is generally applicable for 2 things. If there are 3 things, you have to do it double. So the easiest way to do, just find like, this is like 60 seniors with 60, 40 and 50 students and 60, 81 and 90. So it's basically if I say like it's a junior, sophomore and let's say senior, so the values are basically junior's average is 60 and his average is 81 and this average is 90. So this is X basically, and the ratio for this case is what? 60, 50, 40. So this is 60, 50 and 40. And as because this is the frequency, you can take 0 out. This is the ratio. So ratio if the same, then the answer has to be the same. So your answer is 60 into 6 plus 81 into 5 plus 90 into 4 whole divided by 6 plus 5 plus 4. As simple as this. Am I clear? All of you guys, do you understand this? Right? We also can solve this question by understanding the distribution also, like ye kitna kam ho raha hai, ye kitna zyada ho raha hai, that also you can solve. But that is both are fine. There's no problem in it. Okay? So that is the basic way of understanding this type of question. Now, if the question, what to repeat? Because it is the same question, bro. There's a frequency is there, there's 60, 50, 80. I'm using the formula x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus x3 f3 by f1 plus f2 plus f3. That's it. Now the second thing. Okay, we will do that also. Plus now, just check this one. The second case in case of 60, 81 and 90, let's say if the question is just the reverse of it. Just, these are easy. That's why I'm like starting it with the basic. So we will have the cat level questions. Obviously, you have seen like the average cat level questions also. Now it is weighted average. So we need to understand about the weighted average basic first. So in case of 60, 81, and 90, just think about this thing. So in this case, these three things are given, and the student numbers are given, right? Now the student numbers are given, and this is given. Now if the average is given, like just make it like a different. We have this question average. Yes. Now just think about this question. There are three types of varieties of rice A, B, and C. The price of rice A is rupees 50, the price of rice B is 100, and the price of rice C is 80. So in what ratio we should mix them such that the average is rupees 70 per kg? Now what is the answer? What is the answer? Just the opposite question. In the previous question, the frequency is given. In this question, the ratio is given. And what you need to find? You need to find the ratio. The average is given. You need to find in what ratio they're basically being mixed. What is the answer, guys? All of you. So we are starting with average. That's why we have started with the basic average. We will go into like the cat level questions, obviously. Don't worry about it. But today's like we start with from the base, then we'll go to a difficult question. I've seen with average also. And we will do the same with weighted average as well. We will do some real difficult question weighted average. Some question today, some question the next day, obviously. Now to solve this type of question, the first thing you need to do is like think about it. Now you have got your answer. I guess I'm audible also. So the first few things you need to do, which is, देखो, इसमें क्या करोगे तुम? तीन चीजें. The first is let's say it's 50, 100 and 80. So what I write, this is 50, this is 100, and this is 80. And let's say the ratio is x, y, and z. This is the ratio. So x is to y is to z. So what is the weighted average? The weighted average is 50x plus 100y plus 80z upon x plus y plus z. 50x plus 100 plus y plus 80z upon x plus y plus z. This thing has to be equal to 70. So this is the formula of weighted average, yes or no? This is the formula of weighted average, right? Now if you solve this thing, you will get what? Like first I like cancel the zeros. So it is basically 5x plus, and this is 0 also, plus 10y plus 8z is equal to 7x plus 7y plus 7z. So that means 10y minus 7y, which is 3y plus z minus 2x. This has to be 0, assuming my calculations are correct, I guess. So 10y minus 7y is 3y, 8z is like z plus z, and that is 7 minus 2x, right? All of you, this is fine. Now, what can be your answer? Any values which satisfy this is your answer. Any values which satisfy this is your answer. Why we cut 0? Because if you multiply 0 also, the 0 automatically get cancelled. Because if I take 10 common here, so this thing is basically this, and this is 70, so this 0 and this 0 will cancel out. That's why I have cancelled the 0. Okay? So 3y plus z minus 2x is 0, yes? Now think about a value which it satisfies. So the first value we can like think about, it's like, let's say y equals to 1, z equals to 3, and x equals to 3, 3, 6, and 3. So like 1, it's 3, 3, 6, and 3, 6 is 0. So 1, 3, 3 can be one solution. Another solution can be, let's say, 1, y's value is 1, let's say, z value is 1, so that is 4, and this value is 2. So you can have like this infinite values. Also you can have a value like 3, y value is 3, 3 3s are 9, 3, 1, and 5. So all of these are basically possibilities. So that's why the answer is cannot be determined. This answer is CBD. So remember, that is a very important concept. The last step is 3y plus z minus 2x is 0. Is it understood, all of you? So I just cancel it. I have taken everything in this left hand side. Everything in the left hand side. So 10y minus 7y is 3y, 8z minus 7z is z, and 5x minus 7x is minus 2x. So you can put any value. Y equal to 1, 3, 3, it satisfies, it is 0. 1, 1, 2, it is 0. 3, 1, 5, it is 0. So in this case, we have infinite possibilities. So as because we are having infinite possibilities, the answer is cannot be determined. So what you remember here, so now there are very small things are there, but you have to remember all these things. It's not as easy as it seems, because you need to understand, if there are 3 terms are there and the average is given, then for the 3 products, you cannot find a certain ratio. The answer is always CBD. But in case of 2 things, we can find the ratio. But in case of 3 things, we cannot find the ratio. Am I clear? Am I clear? You cannot do this by mixed allocation because the answer is not possible. This is the CBD. So just remember this. In case of 2 terms, we can find the ratio from average. But in case of 3 terms, 3 things, we cannot find any particular ratio from the average. Is it fine? All of you guys, is it clear? Cool. So let's go for the next one. So I'm making you understand like every simple and every small step. So please understand all of these things. That's why I'm taking it a little bit like moderate speed so that you have all the understanding for these things. But values are not determined, right? You get the ratio, but there is infinite possibilities of ratio. Like, agar yes equation ko solve karoge, you will get infinite solutions. So all the solutions are the ratio. That's why the answer is CBD. You do not get a particular straight answer, exactly unique answer. So the next is, let's go for the next, guys. So we have done this. So this is the same kind of question we have already discussed. So think about this one. So you can solve this type of question, right? Just check this one. There are two sections X and Y of a class consisting of 25 and 32 students respectively. If average weight of section X is 38 and Y is 35, then find the average of the whole class. It's a very simple question. I hope you can solve this question easily. What is the answer for this question? How to solve this question? I'm repeating the CBD. I'm not skipping it. There is something you should solve this kind of question. How to solve this question? There is a reason I have given this question. Please solve all of you. Why CBD? Because there are multiple answers possible. That's why it is CBD. Any values will give you the answer. That's why it is CBD. So in this type of question, how you solve this question? Dekho, I will not solve this question by using anything. Just check how I'm solving. So section X is 38 and Y is 35, right? So this is 38 is X and Y is 35. So section Y is 35 and X ka number of people is 25, Y ka number of people is 32, right? Now understand very, very carefully, very carefully. Your answer cannot be this, your answer cannot be this, right? Because I have told you the average should be in between. So the answer cannot be 41, it cannot be 40.7. 38 and 38 ka average is what? If they are equal, then the average is 36.5. So it is also cannot be the answer, right? Because if 35 and 38 have the equal frequency, then the answer is 36.5. Am I clear? So that cannot be also the answer. Not just based on these two things, 35.5 and 36.3. Now in case of 35.5, it is very close to this. 35.5 is very close to this, okay? And as because it is very close to this, the ratio cannot be this. Why? Because if 35 is there, and the average is 35.5, so this is the difference is 0.5, and this difference is basically 38 is like 36, that is 2.5. So which is nothing but 1:5. So your A is not 1:5, it is 25:32. That's why the answer is 36.3. So in that way also you can solve this type of question. Am I clear what I did? First I just checked the number, that's it. Then I removed three things directly. Am I clear? Three things directly. Because 41.5, 40.7 is more. In case of 36.5, if these two things are equal, then the average is middle. So 36.5 is like the average, like the mid value. So in case of 36.5, that's also I remove it because these are not same. Now from these two things, just check with 35.5. 35.5 is very close to 35, so 35 will be very more. But this is a very close by values, so your answer has to be 36.3. Is it clear? Anshika Pal, what is the problem? You can do it with 35 also. This you can do this thing. Like if you have a problem, like you understand why I reject this 2 because it is more than 38 and it has to be in between. Why I'm rejecting 36.5 because it has to be equal in case of 36.5. This is the mid value. Second, in these two cases, just check with 35.5. In case of 30.5.5, the ratio has to be 0.5 and 2.5, which is 1:5. But the ratio has to be this one. So that's why your answer is this. But when you do it much more, second part is basically when I'm taking 35.5, so the ratio becomes, this is 0.5, this is 2.5, so the ratio becomes 1:5. So in this case of 1:5, we are not doing it. Obviously, this is not the thing. तो इसलिए ये हो नहीं पाएगा. तो the only possibility is 36.5, 36.3. And with the for the case, जो तुम बोल रहे हो ये टीटा हुआ, then you just solve it, just normal solve करते हो. We have done it again and again. How did we find the ratio? So think about 38 and 35. What is the average? 35.5. This is 0.5. This is 2.5. So what is the ratio? 1:5. But here, what is the question? 25:32. It is not 1:5. Is it clear? All of you guys, fair enough. I hope you guys have understood. And so this is how you can solve questions. So please understand like how we basically solving this type of questions, because this kind of questions are very important, like where you see, and this is where you can glide through the question. So please understand like how we are basically solving. How? So the important in my class is basically the approach, what I'm basically trying to solve in this type of questions. So next. So this is not I'm doing introduction to allegation 1 question. Yes, you have done it. The average mark section A and B is. Now think about this type of question. Bottle 1 contains a mixture of milk and water in 7:2 ratio, and bottle 2 contains a mixture of milk and water in 9:4 ratio. In what ratio of volume should the liquids in bottle 1 and bottle 2 be combined to obtain a mixture of milk and water in the 3:1 ratio? How to solve this type of question? 36.5 is basically the average, bro, average. 13 and 35 का equal होता है, तो उसका average 36.5 होता है. And as because they have not equals values, that's why we are eliminating 36.5. How to solve this type of question, guys? Bottle 1 contains a mixture of milk and water in 7:2 ratio. Bottle 2 has the mixture of milk and water in the ratio of 9:4. In what ratio of the volume should be liquids or milks? Common mixture of 3:1 ratio. How to solve this type of question? How to do it? There are so many ways we can solve this type of question, right? First, I'm showing you like the shortest and the easiest method to solve. So think about in the first case, if milk is to water in the ratio of 7:2. So that is like the bottle 1. So think about bottle 1. Please understand carefully. Bottle 1, the ratio of milk to water is 7:2. So what is the proportion of milk? That is 7/9. The proportion of milk is 7/9, that is 7 upon 7 plus 2. In the second bottle, 2, what is milk is to water? The milk is to what it is? 9:4. So the proportion of milk is nothing but 9 upon 9 plus 4, which is 9 by 13. Am I clear? So it is 7 by 9 and it is 9 by 13. And in the resultant mixture, what is the ratio of milk and water? That is 3:1. So milk is nothing but 3 upon 4. Am I clear? Is it fine? So in this case, this is basically the average, yes or no? In what ratio of the volume should the liquids in bottle 1 and bottle 2 be combined to obtain a mixture in the ratio 3:1? So when we are mixing these two things, our ratio is in the 3:1, that is the average, yes or no? So if this is the average, so the average is what? 3/4. And in bottle 1 it has 7 upon 9. In bottle 2 it has 9 upon 13. And what is the average? The average is 3 upon 4. Am I clear? Do you understand this? In bottle 1 it has 7 by 9 milk. In bottle 2 the milk is, this is bottle 1, this is bottle 2, and this is in the average. When we are mixing these two bottles, right? So 7 upon 9, 9 upon 13, and 3 by 4. Now you can use the mixed irrigation method again. That's the simplest way to solve this question. Now when I use the mixed irrigation, so first what you need to do, you need to subtract this. Now first you need to think which one is bigger. So this is like, this one is bigger, so that is 7 upon 9 minus 3 upon 4. And this is 3 upon 4 minus 9 upon 13. So if you solve this thing, they'll get like, that is 13 4s are 52, so that is 13 3s are 39. So 39 minus 3 9 4s are 36 upon 52. And in this case, we have 7 4s are 28 minus 27 upon 9 4s are 36. So in this way, you can solve this question. And if you got these two things, you can directly find the ratio from here. So this is basically nothing but, that is 3 upon 52 is to 1 upon 36, right? Now if it is 3 upon 52 is to 1 upon 36, so the thing is basically being cancelled out. So this is 4. If it is, I'm dividing 4, 13, this is 9. So it is basically 27 is to 13. So this is the understanding of this. I hope, do you understand this thing, right? So this is how we solve this type of question. All of you guys, do you understand? You can solve it by converting percentage also, that is fine. You can solve it by doing this also, that is both are fine. In case of percentage, when 7 upon 9 is something like 11.11%, so this kind of things are there. That's why we generally do it. ये कैंसिल कैसे किया मैं? कैंसिल. So ये 52 था तो 4, this is 4 को कैंसिल करता तो 36 और 9 हो गया. Next you multiply in this way, cross multiply करो. 9 into 3 is 27, 13 into 1 is 13. So that is how we are solving. Is it clear? All of you guys? There's nothing much left today. We have 1-2 more things. Yes, instead of taking milk, you can take water also. You can solve this in multiple ways also, don't worry. So the last part is basically, last part is like the difference. So it is 3 upon 52 is to 1 upon 36. So what can I do? I can subtract this by 4, that is 13, and that is 9. So this 9 can multiply here, 13 can multiply here. So 9 into 3 is 27, is to 13. So you can do the cross multiplication. Clear hai? So we are using 3:1 ratio, na? Here, 3 by 4, bro. Here we are using 3:1 ratio. Am I clear? Okay, so the next thing, so what other ways you can solve this type of question? Just let me show you the other ways you can solve this type of question. Think about it now. Now think about it in the ratio of 7:2 and it is 9:4. So and it is like you have to find 3:1. So let's think about, I have used like 7:2, the bottle 1, it is X quantity, bottle 2, that is 9:4, this is let's say Y quantity, right? And the final allegation is basically 3:1. So think about it, if it is X liters and this is Y liters. So in X liters, what is the amount of milk? The amount of milk is X into 7 by 7 plus 2. And in Y liter, what is the amount of milk? That is plus Y into 9 upon 9 plus 4 divided by, now what is the amount of water? In X, the amount of water is 2 upon 7 plus 2. And Y, the amount of water is 4 upon 9 plus 4. And that is equals to 3 upon 1. In this way also you can solve this question. Am I clear? 3 by 4 कैसे average हुआ? Because when these two things are being mixed, the actual quantity में 3:1 हो गया ना, after mixing. So the average quantity is 3 by 4. Am I clear? So you can solve it in this way also by taking XY also. That is also fine. But generally it is not acceptable to solve it like this way. LCM method, exactly. Now the third thing will come. We can solve this type of question by LCM methods also. We can solve this type of question by LCM method also. But in case of LCM method, generally the average should be given. Yes, the first method is like the coolest method. Yes, in this LCM method also. Because in LCM method, the easiest way to do like to have the ratio and all these things. So that's why we generally do with the LCM methods. When the average is given, you need to find the ratio. Like the ratio is given, you need to find the average. In that case, the ratio method is simpler. Is it fine, guys? Is it fine, Ria? So we can got it even without considering water's thing, yes. Also, you can solve this question by taking water as well. So you can take anything fixed, like you can take water fixed, or you can take the other one fixed. Okay? So we are not going beyond this today. LCM, so we are not doing it. So we will finish this class like within 4-5 minutes today. I'm not giving you a lot more things. So I will try to give you, please go through all of these things. Please go through all of these things again in the next class. In the next class, what we will do, we will go for the much more important questions. Now in this class, I have gone through the basic kind of questions, only 2 questions, 1 questions, 2 questions are difficult of the average. The other class, the next class, we will discuss more like cat-like questions. So we will start from like we have done the basic, now we will go for the next year. Who is Thomas Shelby? So first you need to, I'm just making you understand. The second method, एक बार बता दे रहा हूँ, first method बता दे रहा हूँ. Those who have done, like you can hear. The second method में क्या लिया था? I have taken this as X, I have taken this as Y. Now, if there is x liters of bottle 1 is there, so what is the amount of milk? That is x into 7 by 7 plus 2. If there is x liters. And if there is y liters bottle 2, so what is the amount of milk? Y into 9 by 9 plus 4. And now what is the amount of water? In x liter, the amount of water is x into 2 by 7 plus 2. And y liter, the amount of water is y into 4 upon 9 plus 4. And this ratio has to be 3 by 1. Is it clear? All of you guys? Okay, so that is the second method. And the first method, what we did, we use the first method. What we did, I have just written down again, that this is 7 upon 9 is the first case, that is the amount of milk. That is the proportion of milk. So I just take milk here. And the second one is 9 upon 13. That is the proportion of milk. And in the average, in the mixture, the mix is 3 upon 4. Now use the mixed allocation method and you can find the answer. You can ask me why we are not taking the other one, why we are not taking the water. If you want to take water also, you can solve this question also taking water also. So what is the quantity of water? 2 upon 9. And for the first case, for this one, the quantity of water is 2 upon 9. The quantity of water for this case is 4 upon 13. And the quantity of water in 3:1 is basically 1 upon 4. Again, do the mixed allocation method, you'll get your answer. So in both cases, please solve it at your home. In both cases, you will get the same answer. Is it clear? Is it clear? All of you guys. So even by taking the water fixed, you can solve this question. By taking the milk fixed, you can solve this question. So you can take anything fixed and you can solve this type of question. Yes, mixed allocation can be used in so many other ways also. So I'm not going much beyond this today. This is already 8:45. So I think this is it. So like I will give you much more time just so that you should do more questions based on it. And in the next class, that is like in the next mixed allocation class, we will do much more questions on mixed allocation. So please be ready with this concept. Please go through the average section. Please solve questions. Please go through with the basic mixed allocation. We will do really like PYQ, like previous year CAT questions in that. I can brief you what is alligation. Alligation is basically something about mixture. When you mix two things and it is kind of like homogeneous thing, then we will becoming something as alligation. In the next class also I will explain exactly what is mixture and what is alligation, how we did. Today's class is basically intro to alligation. Like I have just shown you how I can come to alligation from just using weighted average. And this is like the way I generally solve things. So that's why I generally more focus on like how you can make it faster, how you can make use of your like most your intuition, your intellect and all of these things. So I hope you have understood all of these things. And I hope you love this class. Please give me the feedback as well, like what exactly. So I try to, and those people who are like taking like this is a not very fast one. Yes, I have not kept it very fast. I have taken it like in a very decent pace so that most of the people can understand. Those who haven't understood yet, please go through it again. Please go through it. And next is that's why I have like kept the base. I have made your base for average mixed alligation. For the next third, fourth class, we will do actual difficult questions and most like the PYQs. Yes, and please go through it, all of you guys. Generally, mixed alligation method we use for the two things mostly. For the three, we have to use twice. And yes, thank you guys. If you have any question, you can ask me also anything about anything. Like I'm here, like I'm here for the next 5 minutes. Anything you want me to ask, you can ask. Anything, guys. Mixed alligation, क्या था question? The reality check is the two things I'm telling you, like this average is too much overwhelming with it. Like a lot of people have like called me and asked me the one question, like we have too many classes and like all of these things are happening, we are not able to manage the things. The first thing you need to make sure, like you have to make the basic ready. The basic is you have to go through all the classes and just do the same questions again. And especially the most important thing, please do at least some question in every section. The most important with like we will discuss like whatever problem you're facing, please post it in group. We will come back to that thing. And that's what you should do. You should like start with like the basic like percentage, profit loss, SICI. Don't go too much about the installment because last 5 years there is no installment question, like not a very year question. Which question I need to solve by shortcut? Anshika, please. What is the question? Yeah. कुछ भी अगर 3:1 के जगह मैं 5:1 में होता तो 5/6 करते. No, we have not converted, Shruti. We have just formed this thing. We just subtracted this thing, then we got that answer. You have to subtract this from this, and this like this from this, and this from this. Then you'll get two values. Then do the ratio. Then you'll get the answer. Weighted average तभी use करोगे जब वहाँ पे actually weights आता है. Like weights मतलब क्या है? जब वहाँ पे बहुत सारा frequencies आता है. In that case, we use like the weighted average. Like 1 occurs thrice, 2 occurs 5 this time. And what is the question? This one. Average age of a group of. Wait, let me check. Average age of a group. Let me check your question. Average age of a group of 10 students decreased by 1 year when a new boy of age 23 joined the group and existing boy left. Acha, what is the average age of the boy? What is the age of the boy who left? The average age of a group of 10 students decreased by 1 year when a new boy of age 23 joined the group and existing boy left. So think about it. Like the question is basically like age. So I'm just doing like giving you the understanding like what exactly this is happening. So think about it. Like the question is the average age of a group of 10 students. This is the one question I'm solving. Decreased by 1 year when a new boy age 23 joined. So ये 10 लोग थे. and decreased by 1 when क्या 23 ईयर का एक लोग ज्वाइन किए और someone left, like someone left and 23 has joined. अभी think about it, like age 23 ज्वाइन करने के लिए उसका average age 1 कम हो गया, तो what does it mean? उसका actual age था जो छोड़ दिया है, that is 23 this one plus average में कितना कम हुआ plus 1, कितना लोग हैं 10 लोग हैं, so that has to be the answer. Am I clear? So or you can think about it like this way also, अगर तुम्हें normally भी करना है, so that is 10 था लोग था, इसका average क्या था, let's say x था, so 10x plus 23 minus y हो गया, sorry 23 minus y is the other person's ये, this is basically equal to इसमें कितना हो गया 1 कम हो गया शायद, हाँ, is decreased by 1 year, that is same as 10 into x minus 1. So if you solve this thing also you'll get your answer that y is nothing but 33. Am I clear? Is it fine, guys? The question is given by like Anshika why it is plus 1 because someone is left and someone entered and the average decreased. When the average is basically decreased, that means the person who left has the higher value. That's why. The person who left has the higher value. That's why. We have not converted 3:1 to 27:13, guys. We just subtracted it, then we get the answer. It's not like we converted 3:1 to 27:13. Okay? So I hope like let's call it a day, I guess. And guys, please, वो हम लोग 3:1 के इसको में convert नहीं किया था. मैं फिर से लिख दे रहा हूँ वही चीज़. Please understand this. 7/9 था, 9/13 था, और ये 3/4 था. इससे हम लोग इसको माइनस करेंगे 7/9 minus 3/4 और इससे इसको माइनस करेंगे that is 3/4 minus 9/13. फिर इसका रेशियो करोगे then the answer will become 27:13. Is it clear? Allegation have start किए guys. We have just started allegation. We have not completed it yet. We just started allegation. There are so many other things to do. ठीक है? So I guess please go with the topic like average mixture allegation. And if you have so many questions, you can directly DM me, not in Facebook because I'm not available in Facebook at all. So if you want to DM, you can DM me in Instagram. That is Abbas Imran 23 is my Instagram account. So you can DM me there. I try to get some questions, not like a lot of questions, but I try to get back to you like slowly and slowly. Like not expect like I just get me prompts, but yes, if you want me to answer anything, you can DM me in Instagram, please. Facebook, I'm very rarely active, very rarely active. And when will the second batch start? I guess it's like within 15-20 days they will start the second batch. So thank you guys very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all. So it's a nice year. Abbas Imran 23. Yes. That is Abbas Imran 23. That is Insta ID. So guys, okay then. Thank you very much. Okay. So let's call it a day. And see you guys in next week. Happy Holi. I guess you have Holi before like we have our next class. And please take all this time for your advantage. Any other mode is Snapchat, I guess. We'll discuss later. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. It's like nice onboarding all of you. Like, thank you very much. See you guys after Holi. Have a great Holi. Have a great night. And enjoy, do study, do everything, and be consistent. That's what is the message for Holi also. Bye-bye.